Done. Welcome to the Inverted Access stream channel. My name is Tyler, and today we are streaming a first look at Bastion on PlayStation 4. Bastion previously, I just queued up the system that tries to recognize voice commands. There we go. Bastion was previously on Xbox 360. It comes to PlayStation 4 on this Tuesday, April 7th, I believe. And we got a chance to look at it right now.
The city's brushers knew their way around the lagoon. These beasts, they don't like company.
Sneak attacks cause critical damage.
Can't
Whoops.
get easy in a place like this.
This guy's kicking my butt. How did that not hit him? Oh my goodness. Oh, I have an idle on, which makes the game more difficult. It makes it that the enemies can take more damage. I think I'm going to shut it off after I get through this level, assuming I get through this level. Just because these guys take way more damage when that idle is on. It's really annoying. Maybe it'll be better when I'm a little bit stronger. I have played this game before on the 360. I played it right near release. It was actually part of the Summer of Arcade program that Xbox Live Arcade used to do. That's so annoying. I'm definitely shutting that idle off. Why are you facing... Oh my goodness. Let's just go back to the Bastion now. Take that idle off and then we'll go again. The other idles don't affect it too much, but this idle that makes it so the enemies can take more hits is just making it way strong, making them way stronger. Anyways, it was part of the Xbox Live Arcade program when it came out a couple years back during the Summer of Arcade. So we want to shut off that one. Those idols make the game a bit more challenging. And I am a decent amount into this game. I'm not at the beginning or anything. I've been playing it since this morning. It is a kind of like an isometric action game, if you can't already tell. It's not a platformer. It might look like it is, but it's not. You don't even jump. It's all based on action. You know, there's evading, attacking, and defending, and all that fun stuff.
All kinds of beasts what don't know up from down. Still looking about.
You can see how like the floor pops in as you walk forward. That's really a cool feature of the game. Whoops, I don't have Decoy anymore. There we go. You can see he died quite a bit sooner.
Only the city's brushers knew their way around the lagoon.
There's 10 weapons in this game. You can have 2 equipped at any time. Right now I have this sword. You can't really see too closely, but I'm swinging a sword right now. It swings really fast. It's not quite as strong as some of the other weapons, but it swings very fast. And then I have like a repeater gun that shoots like little arrows, and you can aim that and stuff. So those are 2 weapons I have. You also have a special move. It just swapped me over to the Decoy one, but generally I use the grenade so far. See, that's what the Decoy does. Makes the enemies think that you're someone else, somewhere else, I should say.
Rushers learn to fear this place.
You can usually counter attacks. Hey, Zero. It is a very good stream. Or is a very good stream. It's a very good game. Of course it's a very good stream. I'm hosting it. It is a very good game. Lots of action.
They used to think that Anklegators were extinct.
The idols can kind of help you like tweak the difficulty. I didn't use a whole lot of them the first time.
They ain't. One of them's been living in the tall grass.
I like listening to his voice too. To make it a little bit tougher for me. Yep, and it's actually going to be on the Vita as well, just at a later date. Unfortunately, not right away, right at launch. But yeah, when it was announced for PlayStation 4, that's pretty cool. I haven't played it in a long time, so I was excited to hear that it's coming to PS4, and then we were lucky enough to get a review code from the team. The developer, the main guy behind it, is his name's like Greg Cavish or something like that. At Supergiant Games, I believe, and they hooked us up with a review code.
The lagoon's got plenty of other dangers, of course.
Yeah, it'll look great on Vita up close. Very luscious colors. The color is just artistic style is one of the best parts of the game. There's also kind of like a dynamic narrator that people made a big deal out of it when it first came out. It's not quite as cool as people, it's not as gimmicky as people expected it to be. It is cool, but it's
than an Anklegator's breath.
Not that dynamic. And there's a ton of narration. Thank you. Is that his name, Russ? Greg Kasavin? I don't know how to pronounce his last name or even what his last name is. He's also, this is the same development company that did Transistor on the PS4 and PC. Whoa.
Rushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here. Now the kid can do the same.
Oh, I got a new weapon. Wondering what that was.
They say you can't hurt an Anklegator unless it's raining. And it ain't raining. Bad idea to walk in gator grass. Sharp sticks make Queen Anne nervous, so she backs off a bit.
Greg Kasavin. I don't know how it's pronounced, unfortunately. So spear is pretty cool, except that for some reason it replaced my ranged weapon instead of my close weapon, so I lost my gun. Yeah, I looked at the email you sent me. Yeah, that's him. That's the main guy at Supergiant. So he must have been the one sending out the codes. Must still be a very small team over there if he's working on that sort of stuff, which is awesome.
Most of those Peckers are smart enough to stay out of Queen Anne's way.
So it looks like throwing the spear works really well. It's just way slower than the repeater I had. He used to review games on GameSpot. I did not know that.
Those pin cushions been living off the Anklegator scraps.
I guess I'm not going back that way, so hopefully this is the way, hopefully there wasn't any secrets back there. So we will have a review for this game live on Tuesday. Maybe Monday. There's no embargo at all, so I guess we could technically do it on Monday. So it just depends on how far I get through it this weekend. I'll definitely beat it once, but I might want to try and get through some of the second playthrough as well. I've actually never done New Game Plus on the game. Did you do that, Adam? Did you play it a second time on New Game Plus?
Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap.
Hey, little fry.
One bad step in that tall grass.
It's very unique. It's very unique looking. I think it's very good looking. Some people might disagree. So I wish I hadn't replaced my... I wish I had replaced my melee weapon and not my... Whoops. Not my ranged weapon.
He holds his ground. Seems the queen's running out of options.
Is it a lot harder the second time or not too bad?
The closer you get to an Anklegator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. The kid's gotta make a run for it. Those leaping lunkheads don't like Queen Anne any better than the kid. They make a tasty snack.
Whoops. These guys are, I'm not very good with. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, I'm assuming it's tougher. I mean, this is pretty tough. Like I said, I have 2 idols on it. It's gotten a little bit more challenging. But I mean, the game is pretty generous with like health and stuff like that. I mean, it's not an overly challenging game, which a lot of people will really like. You know, but it actually gives you features to make the game more challenging if you want to. Don't know where I'm going. I missed my ranged weapon. Whoops. It looks very good on PlayStation 4 so far. I mean, just really nice visuals, no glitches or hitches or anything like that. I mean, it's optimized perfectly so far. No problems at all there, which is always a great thing to have.
Seems even stinkweeds know to stay away from the queen.
So, if you look in the top left corner, besides the health bar, which is pretty obvious, you'll see like blue bottles and black bottles. The blue bottles are just health revival things. The black ones are for your special move, which is mapped to R2. And like right now mine's a decoy. I guess it probably would actually help with this. So that thing would maybe attack the decoy. Oh. This dragon thing is kicking my ass. And yeah, I mean it's definitely not an overly complex game, which is nice too.
Anklegators don't much care for their young. That's why
Anklegator Egg.
Wanna know how to find an Anklegator lair? You use a kid as bait.
A lot of destructible stuff. Some is worth destroying, some isn't.
She's got nowhere else to go.
It also has some RPG elements. You have 10. There's 10 levels. I think I'm at level 4 right now, and you slowly just level up as you play through the game. Shard is what I'm collecting, but I still need to kill this alligator. Anklegator is, I believe, the correct term. How's the sound? Too loud? I know that the music is actually kind of schizophrenic in this. Like sometimes it'll be quiet and almost non-existent. Right now it sounds pretty loud to me. I can even turn my TV down a bit. I probably should have gotten a few more shots than that.
starting to get annoyed.
Right now I'm using decoys. I'm not sure I'm going to trigger her up after I'm out of those. The decoys are my special move, which use that the black bottle up in the corner. You can see it's kind of like intense at times, lots of enemies on screen. Performing great, like I said, no slowdown or anything, so that's excellent. Didn't see that guy. Oh, I can just do that, that's easy. Just trigger her and evade out of the way. You can roll, you can also defend with L2. Whoops. She's getting faster. There we go.
Rest in peace, Queen Anne. That was for the brushers.
Not too bad. So that's the end of this level. There's maybe like 20, 25 different areas. You kind of go, you do a run, and then you head back to the Bastion, which is the name of the game. And then you go out to a new level, and then you go back and you can upgrade. I'll show you guys some of the upgrades here real quick. I'm assuming it'll send me back to the Bastion.
Queen Anne's reign is over. We even got a crown jewel.
Yep, so this is like the main hub area. You can see it's quite a bit more vibrant and green. I'm collecting shards right now to put back into this monument.
All that trouble for a single shard. But you know what? It was worth it.
There's 6 different areas over here. I think I'm going to upgrade this distillery because I need a new, better spirit.
The distillery's private reserve.
But let me go ahead and walk everyone. I don't know how many of you are familiar with this game or not, but I'll go ahead and walk you guys through it.
Queen Anne was just a folktale. Now there's living proof she ain't.
The guy that's narrating is this guy right here. His name is Rux.
We ain't much for pleasantries.
There's also a girl here, I thought. I don't know where she is. Good choice by going for booze. There she is.
That gator's a crazy gal. But so is the gal.
See, now I have my little pet gator, but that's a good gator. Anyway, so the distillery gives you upgrades. I'll walk in right now and show you. Each level you get a new upgrade. It's one of the best parts about leveling up. They're all passive abilities. So this one gives me plus 10 health, absorb stray fragments, plus one chance to carry on, and then increased health tonics. And let's see what else I have. Reduced damage from falling. Plus 2 tonic capacity, that's helpful. Survive an attack that would have brought defeat. Let's go with the plus 2 tonic. So now I can carry 5 black tonics instead of 3. This is the arsenal. It's where you can change your weapons. There's 10 different weapons in the game. I have 7 right now. Yeah, so 3 more. War Machete is my favorite so far. It's a fast sword. To back up, I am going to switch back to the Fang Repeater, which is a fast shooting kind of gun. And then the special move, I'm going to switch back to the hand grenade, which has been pretty good for me. So, but that's where you change all your different weapons. It's kind of like loadouts in other video games, where you almost set your loadout and then you go to your next level. This is where you can forge and improve things. So, like, you have to pick up a certain item. They're just scattered around the levels. And then you spend money to improve things. So this is for my repeater. I can either add 50% damage or improve the firing rate. I'm going to do with the damage. And you can always swap it. So you can either have the left one or the right one. So here I could have plus 8 ammo or faster reload. Here I can have improved firing rate or 50% damage. The blue one means that's one I have chosen. And so there's, like I said, there's 10 weapons you can do that with. And I do think there's a trophy for upgrading everything, though I'm not positive. This is the shrine. This is actually where you can make your game harder by activating these different idols. I have 2 of them activated, so it gives me 15% more XP and 15% more currency. I had some other ones activated, but I was struggling, so I shut them off. This is the memorial area. It's kind of just like challenges in the game. You complete them and you get rewards. Some you kind of have to focus on, others will just come over time. That one was at 14 of 15. Oh, I have to kill one more different species of beast. And then finally, this is the lost and found. So if you miss something in a level, it'll bring it here. That way you're not like actually missing things permanently, because once you beat a level, you can't go back. So instead you buy them from here. It also has some stuff that you didn't miss, and it's just kind of a shop to buy. This is the mailbox. I didn't even realize it was here. So that's it. Let's go to another level. So every time you beat a level, you come back here, you upgrade a little bit, and then you kind of move on and do back and forth. Here's the large overworld where you can choose where you want to go. The ones with stars have been completed. A lot of these circle ones are just proving ground challenges that I haven't done yet. And then, so that one's flashing. It just means it's new, but it is a proving ground. Here's the new level I want to go to. See, it says shard detected. And we shall go. So what is anyone else up to on a Saturday afternoon? I just finished watching the UFC fights, which were on early in the day because I think they don't want to go up against the Final Four, which is on, I think, starting in about 90 minutes is the first game.
If the wilds could ever be tamed, it was going to happen right here.
See, I have my repeater back, and it's much easier to kill like the fast-moving enemies or the flying ones than it was with that spear that I had to throw.
The Army's triggers once had the place on lockdown.
That looks like another new weapon, so I'm going to have to lose it again. Little Big Planet 3, have they fixed the
Kid might as well pick up when they left off.
The trophies yet?
Blam, just like my fighting days.
Well, not necessarily the trophies, I guess more like the online. So now I have this new weapon, this carbine. So it's extremely strong, but it takes a long time to actually get the aiming down. And for whatever reason, even though I tried not to, it replaced my sword. So now I have 2 ranged weapons, which is also not what I want. Last level I had 0, now I have 2. So sometimes within the level there's an arsenal where you can swap it back. So we'll just have to see if we can find one here. Hey, Son of Liberty. The levels are pretty short. Most of them are 15 to 20 minutes at most. But yeah, there's a lot of different short ones. Instead of like having a few long ones, it's like a lot of shorter ones. Oh, okay, Gator. Grab some stuff from there.
Whole place shudders in a fit.
And welcome to the stream, Sons of Liberty. Son of Liberty.
Not only is it still there, it still works. Of course, it's no longer shipping high.
I'm just supposed to run past them, I guess. Oh, there we go. Knew they were gonna wake up and attack me at some point.
Just as long as he can stay clear of the trouble on the tracks.
Music in the game is really enjoyable as well. Sorry, and yeah, thank you guys for joining in this stream. This was kind of an impromptu stream. We got the code yesterday, but we weren't sure about any sort of embargo rules. So once we were contacted by Greg, let us know there was no embargo, so we wanted to start streaming it right away. Usually we'll try and like have a little bit more notice on our website and stuff when we are streaming. It's a lot of fun. Just a lot of, it's a combat game, a lot of action and stuff. But I mean, it's great to look at. It's really fun to play. You know, you can kind of set your own challenge. If it's like this, like I said earlier, this is the second time I've played through it because I played it on Xbox 360. So I'm a little bit more familiar with the game, so I can turn up the challenge just a little bit with the in-game idols that they give you.
Lunkheads settled in like they own the place.
Oh, I hate these things. Maybe I should just use grenades on him. Even that didn't land. Yep. Gonna have to do it the long way. There we go. That went quicker than I expected. Holy crap.
Takes fancy footwork on the rail, but with wallflowers, coughing fungus everywhere.
So sometimes, I mean, you do have to use your different, like, there's evade, there's block, there's a few different, you know, techniques you use, and you do have to, you know, different enemies cause different things. The enemy variety is really good. You know, making you focus on different styles of gameplay with different enemies and stuff like that. You definitely can't just run and gun through the game, which is a good thing. Also, I just did it right there, but if you block at the exact right time, you get you hurt the enemy. It's called a counter, and it will like daze them and also hurt them. So. Not really digging this gun. I wish I could swap it out, but I'm gonna have to wait for a bit.
But now it's split open.
So I'm mostly just using my repeater.
Of course, the Grand Rails.
Oh, there's an arsenal right here, so I can swap out the gun if I want to. And I'm going to switch over to the war machete. Now I have my sword back.
First shots fired in the
my machete, I should say. This little item. There's a lot of pickup items you do have to keep an eye out for. This says it's called something sharp. It's the item you need to upgrade the machete. You can push the pad for info about what you're carrying, the different things you're carrying. Oh yeah, you can fall off the edge and it takes power away from you. It's not like, I mean, it controls like flawlessly. You'll almost never fall off the edge after you're through a couple levels, unless you get knocked off by enemies. But I mean, that's kind of the point of some enemies, is to try and knock you off. But you won't, I mean, it's generous. It just controls really well. You won't accidentally fall off all the time.
It was right here that Zolf's forefathers decided to mix it up.
You also can use L2 to lock on with ranged items, which is nice. My machete has like a poison feature on it, so if I hit an enemy, they keep getting hurt for a few seconds, which is really nice.
That was bad. The rail must have shook the Ura to the bone down in those dens of theirs.
Timing is roll wrong. I hate these enemies. As you can see, they kick my ass regularly. See, and there's the shard. I'm not sure. Right when you came in, Son of Liberty is where I started the level. So I picked up the shard. I probably still have to escape, but I'm probably at least halfway through this level already. It's probably been maybe 10 minutes in this level, maybe 15. But I mean, the levels are not terribly long. A couple of the end ones are a little bit longer, but for the most part, the levels are fairly short.
try dancing side to side while holding your breath? While choking on swamp weed? While Pecker's trying to prick you in the eye? Well,
I was wondering what kept hitting me.
It ain't fun.
Was that stupid plant right there. Not to mention these purple plants. Man, you can see that a lot is going on right now. I keep hitting these stupid dust clouds, which are interfering with my vision. There's a stink cloud right there too that will interfere with it all. I always forget about that I have grenades because they're so useful.
He'll be picking swamp weed out of those boots for days. Turns out he's got company up at the rail station, waiting for him. Not just another wallflower, pincushion, mind you. At first, he thinks it's Zolf. Turns out he's wrong. This is for you, says the man. Then wham.
So it looks like I found a new NPC. There's a few of them in these levels.
When the kid comes to, the man's long gone.
Oh, maybe I didn't find him.
There.
Just ran into him and he dropped a letter for me. And so then when they drop items like this, and you just kind of take them back to the Bastion and talk to people about them, and they kind of move the story along.
What's a kid to do?
So that's the end of this level. Like I said, that couldn't have been more than 20 minutes in that level. Maybe 15. It's about how long the average level is. And then I said there's like maybe 20 or so of them plus proving grounds. There's also an arena mode and a few other things as well. So I mean, there's definitely enough content in this game to justify a purchase for sure. Gator or someone, can you look up how much this is going to cost? I want to say it's 15, but I'm not positive. Let's put the shards back in here. I can upgrade one of my areas. The armory is, or the arsenal. It is really useful, but its upgraded feature is not. It's just an additional attack item, so it's not that useful. The shrine opens more idols, which I don't really need because I'm struggling with the ones I have. The foundation carries new vigils. If you remember, those are kind of like side missions that give you XP, so I think I'm going to upgrade that and start working on the rest of those.
The memorial may be finished, but our part is far from over.
Yeah, Gator, because it's part of Spring Fever, they announced the prices for all the Spring Fever games on the PS blog post about Spring Fever. Thank you, Pitfall. So $15, $13.50 for PlayStation Plus members that first week with the 10% off. So let's see, these are just missions. These are pretty, a lot of them just kind of come with time. A few of them you do have to focus on. They're weapon specific, but not a lot of them. But this game is also going to be cross-buy for PlayStation Vita when that version comes out, but it will not be out day one. Unfortunately, they're still working on it.
Finding gourmet ingredients ain't easy these days, but we'll take what we can get.
I'm trying to think. See, now
It arrives just in time to sample Zia's famous cooking.
that little pot that I found, this stock pot, is now part of the scenery. A lot of the stuff that you find becomes like part of the scenery here in the Bastion, which is kind of cool. Cool little feature. This is actually a pipe that you smoke, and then you go into one of the arena modes. Kind of funny.
You wolfs down too much too fast, and all goes to his head.
I'm wondering if that's what this pod is going to be too. Yep. So I think I might actually exit out of it because the arena mode is kind of obvious what it is.
I've said a lot about the kid, but he ain't the only one wrapped up in all this.
You take enemy after enemy. I do love how colorful this game is. So you can see here's
well, let me see if I got this straight.
the little arena I get to compete in. These things just fly you around. And you can do the arenas now. I actually did beat the first arena already. But also, you know, I mean, and they are helpful for experience too. So, you know, if you're trying to get something going.
Once there was a normal Ura girl, but she wasn't born in the tassel terminals like the rest of her people.
Like if you want a certain item upgraded really bad, you can just play the arenas. But I do think I'm going to leave. Just because I don't want to do a whole arena. Whole arena, if you survive it all, probably take about 20-25 minutes. And I probably don't have the best setup for this arena either. With, you know, you kind of want to gear your loadout based on what you're doing. So you may want to play the arena a couple times and see what kind of enemies are there. Stuff like that.
The note says it plain. Zia, go east to learn the truth about the calamity and our people. I'll be waiting. Sincerely, Zulf. He ain't all that shy. Zulf's messenger was one of his people. Wonder just how many of them survived, and what exactly Zulf told him.
So let's see how much money I have, if I can do any upgrading. Nope. I could upgrade some other weapons, but the two I've been using right now, as you know, I can't afford either of them. So, back on to the next level. So there's a proving ground, and here's the next level. And it is really good to like switch your weapons around, like try different combos and different things. But I'm kind of comfortable with my loadout right now.
Cauldron here blew up way ahead of its time. The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago. They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock. If you wanted to survive something like that, you had to learn to adapt.
As you can see, this is a much darker, kind of like a lava fire level, volcano-y anyway. Not necessarily actually fire, actual fire.
So in a way, the beasts of the wilds, they're all survivors too.
There we go, and he's dead. These stupid guys are just like little kamikazes that blow up in your face and hurt you. I always forget I can throw that blade. That's actually quite a bit stronger. I need to remember that.
Stubborn pride to keep on living in a place like this. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Colford Cauldron.
So it looks like another weapon right here, fire bellows. I think that's my 9th weapon, so I think I only have one more weapon to find. Kind of cool, like a flamethrower style weapon.
Fell right into our hands.
Probably doesn't have the range for some of the flying enemies, but it looks quite a bit stronger than the one I've been using.
Playing with the cauldron's fires became an addiction.
You let bottom right corner kind of shows you it reloading, and so now it's extremely powerful. And then see now it's kind of almost blowing no fire, so you kind of have to do stop every little bit and let it reload. And then these guys popped up from their little naps or whatever to attack me.
Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here.
Start some birds on fire. Wow, I got whooped right there. It seems you get like one continue per level before you have to start the level over. So, like, I mean, that was stupid of me. I should have just used some health, but I didn't anticipate to get swarmed that badly. So, I wasn't thinking, because I have 5 health vials.
The unforgiving scent of sulfurous dirt.
I thought that this would be the way to go. Like, this would be
so hot it sticks to your lungs.
They're hitting me. I have an idle on. See, now I have to start over. I'm not moving around enough. I have an idle that where when I kill an enemy, they drop like a little grenade to still hurt me. And since I'm not moving around, that's what's taking a lot of my power.
Rotten eggs. The cauldron boiled
So let's try this again.
300 years ago.
Also, I'm not loving that fire bellows weapon. Hopefully we run into an arsenal soon that'll let me swap it back out.
If you wanted to survive something like that, you had to learn to adapt. So in a way, the beasts of the wilds, they're all survivors too. It takes a certain stubborn pride to keep on living in a place like this.
There we go. Throwing that blade goes so much quicker for those stronger distance enemies that like close their flower
As for us,
lids.
we learned an awful lot from Colford Cauldron. That learning led to some interesting inventions. The raw power of the world fell right into our hands.
See, I just need to roll away from when I kill a bunch of guys so I don't get exploded by 4 grenades at the same time, and I should be okay. These little cactus things that look like Super Mario enemies, like female versions of the Super Mario enemies, grab you through the ground, but they're not particularly dangerous.
Playing with the cauldron's fires became an addiction.
Let's see what's this way this time. There we go. Got one of them dead.
Can't fault our people for their natural curiosity now, can you?
There we go. That's all that was over here, so now let's go back to where I was going. Not sure why those things are hurting me. Oh, maybe I'm just hurting them by rolling into them. Yeah, Gator, I was wondering about that too. Or Pitfall. Good question, Gator, I should say.
Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here.
Stupid bird. Ugh, this is where I miss my repeater.
But we discovered other things we're better off not knowing. Best to keep out of the cauldron.
Don't fall right on him. We'll get out of there. This part's kind of tough because it's like so thin. There's not a lot of area to like, you know, avoid enemies and stuff. They kind of just come right at you. Down to one health thing left, so that's not great.
Taste the air so hot it sticks to your lungs.
I might have to just disable the idols and just play it regularly because I'm not doing very well. My understanding is that those don't hurt me. It's just as long as I don't walk over the big purple one, I'll be okay. Like that. Huh, that wasn't good. He's dead. Ooh, I got a... health bottle, which is desperately needed right now. So yeah, this game isn't a walk in the park. It's not overly challenging if you shut off all the idols, but it's still not super easy. And then if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, where you have to pace yourself a bit and stuff like that, you can definitely do it. If you time your throws at the exact right time, you get a power shot, which is just a little bit more strong, which is a little bit stronger, if I can use proper English. Pecker Nest.
Never thought we'd find so much life in all that ash.
Gain the required number of memories strewn across the countryside. So that's one of those vigils I was talking about. I just completed something by just picking up that Pecker's Nest.
The more ash we swept aside, the more life we found. Place as inhospitable as they come.
Gosh, I can't get out of those traps without getting put into a new one. There we go. The enemies can fall off the side too, as you can see. Yeah, I'm definitely not really loving this fire weapon. I mean, I can use it on this to see if it... Oh, the fire. I should be burning those plants. It looks like that the fire can go right through their shields, which is nice.
Look down through all the smoke and flames.
See, so this would be a good weapon for that second arena I was talking about, because it looked like there's going to be a lot of these type of plants, which are a pain in the butt just because they take so long. So with the fire, it looks like it you know, kills them in just seconds, which makes sense. Fire is probably should be really strong against plants. Oops. And there's a shard.
We had to have it.
Sometimes you get the shard and you just get to leave. Other times you do have to escape. Looks like this one I am going to have to kind of escape and backtrack. some reason they weren't all swarming me at once, so I got lucky there. They're like waiting their turn to attack, like in movies, when one guy beats up 15 guys, because they're just like all waiting to attack.
Sure, it ain't the most convenient path.
Huh, it doesn't work very well on the stink plants. Go.
Biggest stink guy he's ever seen's waiting for him on the other side. Well, it ain't polite to stare.
See, those grenades do a lot of damage. That's what I just blew that guy up with. I like the grenades quite a bit. Nothing over here. You do kind of want to like explore each direction it lets you go. For the most part, it's pretty linear, but when you can go other directions, you want to. Otherwise, if you miss items, you have to buy them in the Lost and Found, which is better than not missing them at all, but you can pick them up for free here, obviously.
The Cauldron's tenants all gather up to bid the kid a fond farewell. Kid don't shed any tears for him, though.
I'm getting closer to my next leveling up. That would be level 5 next. Hey JoJash34, welcome to the stream. I can't promise I know the European release date. I'm guessing it's April 8th because it comes out in North America on the 7th. Usually you guys just get it one day later than us when your store updates on the 8th. It's $15 American, $13.50 if you have PlayStation Plus. So I don't know how that translates. Probably, what, 15 euros? And it's also cross-buy with the Vita version, but the Vita version isn't going to be out yet. It's coming out later in the future. It's a fun game. I mean, it's really a lot of fun.
Spyglass, you can still see the cauldron from
There you
the
go.
city.
And I think that's the exit, yeah.
Died out. There's nothing left of it.
Really like it. I've actually played it before on the Xbox 360 when it came out, and so I'm just playing it again now. The developer was super cool and sent us over a review code. Our full review will be posted on Monday or Tuesday on our website, which is linked below the stream. It's called invertedaccess.com. So you can check that out there when that actually goes live. But yeah, I really like it. The action is pretty good. The difficulty is about right. You can actually tweak the difficulty a little bit with some in-game items as well, which is nice. If you find it too easy, you can make it a little bit tougher for yourself. And visually, it's awesome, I think. I mean, you can see it for yourself, but I think it looks great. Huh, really? I would have thought for sure that they'd make sure that this comes out the day after in the US. Yeah, Jojo, you may want to double check if you can find out some information somewhere, because we can't confirm that it's coming out. Let me look at the email they sent us too. Thanks, Gator, for posting that. Let me look at the email and see if he put up a European release date in the email. Yep. Bastion for PS4 will be available to download next week, Tuesday, April 7th in North America, and Wednesday, April 8th in Europe. So yeah, it is for sure coming out on the 8th in Europe. Yeah, 3D would be cool. I'm actually a huge fan of 3D. Do you like it a lot, Jojo? Josh, I don't know how to say your name. But it would be the perfect game for 3D. It would work really well. But no, it doesn't have 3D as far as I know. Usually my TV yells at me every time it wants me to try something in 3D, so. Ugh, no. That's a nice one. Just 15% damage resistance, no other effects. Why is this one so much? I don't like that one. So yeah, I don't have level 5 open yet. Which surprises me. I must have more to do in this game, because I found all 6. Originally you have to find 6, God, I don't even remember what they are now. They're not shards, there's something else. Then after that you have to find the 6 shards. So, and then I have 4 shards now. You want next gen gaming, not backwards games? Well, this game's not backwards. I mean, yeah, I was on 360.
So that's a welcome sight.
Oh, I got a trophy. But it's also an awesome game. But I like retro games. I mean, as long as the gameplay is good, I don't care, you know, what it looks like. As long as you can visually see what's going on at least. Get rid of fire bellows, not digging that one at all. Back to my repeater. Let's see if we can upgrade anything. Wow, almost perfect, but I kind of want... Oh, I won't be able to anyway. That's my only option. 100% critical hit damage or +1 blades per throw. I don't throw the blade very often. Let's do critical hit damage.
A frame can put an extra sting in every slice. We spotted a pecker carrying a shard to Mount Zan.
This has a lot more than 2 or 3 hours of gameplay for sure.
Can't rightly call Mount Zan a mountain.
You should get maybe anywhere. It depends on how much you want to play, but anywhere from 6 to 20 hours. If you want to get all the trophies, it's going to take about 20 hours probably. Play it once, it'll be anywhere probably 6 to 10.
There's no place left for the beasts of the wild to go.
Very green area, huh? I guess I should be looking around for side stuff a bit more. I thought I would walk out of it, but it looks like I'm going to be spending a little bit of time in this like obscured green area. Should buy himself here.
Good thing for those beasts the Calamity saved leftovers.
See, I'm using more of like a fast approach, like a fast Fast weapon with a lot of evading and stuff. But you can definitely do a lot of different methods. Like a lot of people will use the shield instead of evading attacks. Whoops.
It's a delicate situation.
Still best not to fall off.
We only found that little layer because they found themselves a little shard.
This area is kind of confusing. Definitely not my favorite so far. That looks like the exit. I'm the kind of guy who has to explore and look for collectibles and stuff. Oh, you punks.
Those beasts been hoarding all the valuables they can
Mostly
find.
this health and I don't know what the currency in this game is actually called. I was gonna call them shards, but it's not shards. Main story trophies are pretty easy. There is a trophy for beating it on New Game Plus, which means you have to beat it twice. There's also like 2 different story endings, so I mean you have to also play it twice to get both the endings. I don't think there's any way to like save and then just redo it. Then there's a lot of arena trophies that I can't speak to because I've never done them. So I don't know if they're actually going to be easy or hard.
The creatures of the wild, they've been building a bastion of their own.
Like there's a few story ones, a few simple random ones that are just going to come up. And then there's going to be a few arena ones which are going to be a little bit tougher. So I'm going to check out the arena after I get done with this playthrough. I'm guessing, you know, the best bet for the arena is going to be... Wow, that's a small area to be fighting this guy in. To do it after you've beat the game and leveled up as much as possible.
Situation stinks.
Whoa. It'd be nice if I could like stop dying or stop getting hit by that thing. And so I'll probably stream some arena stuff tomorrow or Monday. We'll see how it goes. Tomorrow is also Easter, so I'm not sure if I'll be spending time with family or what. I actually should probably check that out today because I do have family in town. But I haven't heard anything from anyone, so I'm assuming nothing is going on.
Best thing we can do for those beasts right now is put them down, quick and clean.
I really do like the narrator. Some people like it, some people don't. I like it. That's a new weapon. We'll see which one it decides to replace. So it's another one that, like, is probably extremely powerful. It's a mortar of some kind. But it also is slow. Like I said, I'm trying to go for fast weapons here. Also trying to grab those things. I guess I can just go around. So kind of the mortar weapon defeats, you know, my style. So hopefully we run into an arsenal, which I actually think that's what that is. So I can actually swap it right out.
What the city left behind, those beasts took for themselves.
See, so it is a really cool weapon, but a lot of the enemies are really fast, and there's no way you would have time to use this mortar. So let's swap back to the machete that I like. So you can only change weapons at the arsenals. They just put one right there for you, probably because they know you may or may not like that weapon. See, and it would have been good right there too, so maybe I should use it for a bit. I don't know. I like my fast-paced style better. I don't want to be carrying around the mortar the whole time. Plus my machete is quite upgraded, so you see that it can still kill things fairly quickly. Is this where I came from? Yeah, that's where I came from. I don't think you can turn off the narrator, but let me see. Oh yeah, you could turn the narration volume all the way down if you don't want it on there. I like it, but it looks like you could turn it off if you wanted, sure. Just turn down the narration. Rating score so far, do you mean like how would I score it on a scale of 1 to 10? Is that what you're asking?
Look at it this way. It's either them or us. But if we win, they win too. Our Bastion is everybody's game, not just ours.
I mean, I could give like a, you know, well, this game I actually have beaten before, which is unique. Most of these games are newer games that I'm reviewing, so I haven't beaten them before. But I could at least say, you know, based on what I've played so far, though it doesn't give a good end, you know, it's not really fair to the game. Gator's right there, it's not fair to the game. But I would say based on what I've played so far, it'd be an 8 or a 9 out of 10. I just leveled up to level 5, which is nice. And I just finished I finished another vigil, but the vigil was to get to level 5, so obviously. I mean, it's definitely worth the $15, the $13.50, whatever it charges. No doubt about that. I mean, it's a great game, and we've known that since it's been out on Xbox Live years and years and years ago. So.
Those beasts been hard at work fixing up the place.
And it is really cool for the developer to take the time to port it over to the PS4. I wonder if like Sony talked him into it, maybe because he had a lot of success with Transistor. You know, because I mean, another game that they just did this with as well is called Dust and Elysian Tell. I don't know the exact name. But that was also an Xbox Live Arcade exclusive on the 360 that got ported over to PlayStation 4, and is also an excellent game. Yeah, the Plus games do come out this Tuesday and Wednesday, huh? What do you think about the list of Plus games, Joe? There's 3 games that haven't even been released yet, which is kind of, I mean, it's cool, but you never know what to expect. It's down here.
They've rounded up their survivors, just like we have.
Any games you're looking forward to on Plus? I can go grab this stuff down here. It's okay.
They've been searching for cores and shards.
You're probably right, Gator. Though I don't recall. Usually the name of the porting developer would be on the list, as on the like introduction, like the title screens, and I don't remember that there was one there, but I might have just missed it too. There we go. I mean, you're probably right, Gator. A lot of companies don't do their own ports when they're like this late and stuff, which makes sense. I mean, once the game has been developed and the code is there, it's a little bit simpler to just translate over. I'm not saying that it's easy, but there's a lot of companies that just focus on ports. One is called Blitzworks. I think it's either Blit or Blitzwork. I know they did the Spelunky port. I know they've done more. Can't think off the top of my head what the other ones they've done, but they've done a lot of Vita and PS4 porting, which is really good. Playing the 2D platforming instead. Are you talking about the Plus games that have the 2D platforming?
Just like we have.
Because I think there's 2 or 3 platformers. Never Alone and Aura's Awakening, and I guess just 2. Yikes. Holy crap. This looks like kind of a boss level area, I guess. See, and that's what the grenades are for. Only took like 2 grenades for each of them. I love those grenades. I probably don't use them as often as I should. Yeah, Never Alone. I think Never Alone looks cool. Supposedly it's pretty short, which is kind of nice. You know, you can play it and move on. But I don't know too much about it besides like it's about like Alaskans or something, native Alaskans. Don't call them Eskimos, apparently.
He's done what's best for him, don't you worry. Don't you worry.
It's 4 p.m. I will be right back, guys. Give me one quick second.
We'll all be better off once the Bastion is complete.
Well, there you go, Gator. Not only were you correct that it was ported by someone else, but it was actually ported by the team I was talking about. And yeah, it looks great. It truly looks great. And plays great. Like I said, no hitches at all. Okay, let's get up and get this monument done.
The monument's getting better. Zolf sure did a number on it, though.
So there's 2 left. Let's go ahead and do this one.
The arsenal's complete, in case we need protection.
Go turn in my vigils and get some rewards. See, so I get, for this one I get 1,500 of those little blue things.
The culture.
For this one I get 1,500 too.
Keepsakes. The conscience.
So that's nice, 3 grand worth.
Everything. Long as we have that.
I think I decided I want, because I have a room for a new slot, or a new, what do they call these? Spirit. But I think I want the one that just decreases my the damage I take. So I have to go buy that first. Over at the Lost and Found. It was Bull Brandy. Sounds good to me. Now I can go equip it. That makes me just a little bit stronger defensively, which will be really helpful.
Makes your skin feel as tough as knife bark.
Arsenal. So I actually think I have all the weapons. I might be wrong. There might be 11. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I thought there was only 10. Supposedly this trapper snare is pretty good. But I'm guessing it's kind of like a mine. So you can't throw it, and I like grenades better than that, so we'll stick with the grenade. See what kind of upgrades we can do. See, because there is one more slot down here, but it's been empty the whole time, so I don't know if there's going to be one more weapon down there or what. But I have these 10 filled up for the 10 different weapons. And I guess that I have to go buy either something sharp or something nasty. I like that little naming that they went, oh, and they don't have any. I just haven't picked it up yet, I guess. Or they're in some of the proving grounds. I can do a few of the proving grounds and show them off if you guys want. Oh, there they are. Pointy, fancy, and greasy. Okay, so I don't have anything. Burnt, foul, wrong. I don't have sharp or nasty. Yeah, let's go work on some of the training grounds, or proving grounds. Although it actually...
Just a couple shards left. The quarry's gotta have one, right?
The proving grounds are better when you've already upgraded some of your weaponry, so... Let's go try just some of the ones we haven't tried, see how good or bad I am at them. Proving grounds give you the upgrades. They give you like new R2 special skills, and it gives you like the little upgrades that you need to upgrade weapons. So you get first, second, or third place, depending on what you get.
The trick was to pop all those nasty gourds without wasting ammo. Most marshals didn't get far on their first few tries.
So the entire goal for this is to destroy as many of these as possible, or destroy all of these in as few shots as possible. I'm not sure if knocking them off is good or not. I'm guessing it'll be just fine, since you can't really help but do it.
Funny thing about muskets is they work best up close. Took a keen eye.
So I got second prize, so I did unlock 2 of the 3 things. And if you run up here, it'll tell you what you need for first. So I needed to do it just in one less shot. That's probably pretty doable. Next game, let me pick these up real quick. Let's see if we can't restart. Well, pretty sure that won't invalidate what I just did.
Kid takes a little personal time for just him and his favorite musket.
So the next 2 reviews that I have to do is this, and then a game I already beat. I just need to write the review, and that's called Rack and Ruin. And then the next game I'll be streaming after that is Geometry Wars 3, with the Evolved update, which is now available. Whoops. Aiming the wrong way isn't how you do it, that's for sure.
Plenty of gourds to go around, even now. Marshals like to fine-tune their muskets to get better results.
Actually did worse this time. I guess I have to finish before I can leave, though. So those are just little proving grounds. They're basically just like little challenges for each weapon.
Marshals did more than just stand around shooting, of course.
Not sure why it takes me here, though. Should just take me back to the sky, but it doesn't. It doesn't look like. Let's try the hammer one.
The city's unwanted things all met their end in the yard.
We'll also be streaming some Bloodborne, I think, on Monday. Hopefully this time for sure. We tried to stream it last week and it didn't happen. And then we'll also have reviews coming out for RBI Baseball, MLB 15, the show. I'm not sure if Russ is going to stream those or not.
The quicker they work, the sooner they could go. Folks learn to plant their feet and put their backs into it. Others would plot a course to navigate that sea of junk.
The guy talking kind of reminds me of Ron Perlman. Only got third. Second looks like the one I need for, let's see, 40 seconds or less. Only 2 seconds off. I need to upgrade my sword the last time, so let's see if we can't get this done in 40 seconds.
Kid pays another visit to the scrapyard for old time's sake.
Yeah, I've heard that. I haven't actually played Bloodborne. I haven't actually played any of the Souls games. So I don't know too much about them. That will be Steve who does that. The stream you're on right now is for Inverted Access, which is a website me and 3 other guys run. So we all do different games and we'll stream different games. So yeah. I don't know about all the different games that they're doing. They don't always know about my games. Crap. I did worse again. Nope, I did 1 second better, but still 1 second worse than what I need to do. Yeah, I've heard those load times are bad. I have heard that.
Always plenty there for smashing.
Hopefully they're doing a patch for that. I heard they were. To make the load times a little bit more tolerable.
A good day's smashing.
I probably could have got first prize if I would have done that in a better circle. Let's see what it takes for first. Nope, I was wrong. That's not even what I needed. 27 seconds. Not even close. So let's go try another one. Because getting these little upgrade things can be really helpful. And they're actually necessary, I think, for a trophy. I'm not sure if you get the upgrade trophy on the first playthrough or the second playthrough. I guess we'll find out, because I'm counting on doing a New Game Plus run this time. even if it's, I'll get the review out and then maybe do the New Game Plus after that.
To prepare for the wilds, Caelondia's brushers practice.
That bone one, the second place one here, is the one I need for my gun that I like, which is nice. Let's see if we can't get this one done.
It's a dangerous test for a dangerous job.
I don't get it.
Health tonics were off limits at Camp Donsey. They said they made you weak.
So I can't run. Huh. Well, let's restart because that was... I guess you're supposed to just kind of go slow. Let's see how this goes. This one's going to be tough to do without an upgraded weapon.
Caelondia's field agents, and their training was harsh. You had to find a path through the maze as quick as you could. One well-placed throw could take out several of those ugly critters.
Whoops. Thought that was a switch. Oh, I'm supposed to throw it. That makes more sense, I guess. Help things go a little bit quicker anyway. Yeah, like that maybe. Although I question if it's any quicker. Whoops, I died. Let's try this again. Oh yeah, you do get a second chance every time.
Just getting through the course in one piece wasn't accomplished.
Third prize. Not exactly great. See how long I need second. So I need to cut 20 seconds off my time for second place. I mean, I think that's possible. Yeah, no release date on the patch. I haven't seen one either. Let's try again. See if I can do this in 90 seconds.
Prep for the course, the brushers could modify their pikes however they wanted.
This challenge is dumb. I do want that. Do anything for me though.
There wasn't time to squash every pincushion, just the ones in the way.
Ah, crap. I think I could probably do this in 90 seconds. The idols shouldn't affect this. But I might as well restart without them. Anything to make it go a little bit easier. Oh, bullshit. Didn't mean to run into that. I'm not doing very well at all this run. Run. Sweet. I'm gonna make it anyway.
You did all right again.
Second place. That's what I wanted. See, I'll come back later when my weapons are upgraded for the first place challenges, which I think you have to do for a trophy.
You can see why the brushers prize those pikes of theirs.
Let's go upgrade my gun one last time. Bolts ricochet on contact, or bolts seek out foes. Various creatures living in each bolt cause bolts automatically track targets.
You don't
Both sound
know
good.
what he did to that thing.
Start with the
But believe me,
targeting one
it
first.
works.
Just looking for the little something sharp upgrade. Actually, if it's not here, I'll go back to the levels.
Welcome to Grady Incinerator, home of the hottest
Oh, it is here.
winds east of Ceylon.
Second place. Let's see if I
In
can
all
get it.
seriousness, the incinerator was a dump, and it had a problem with Peckers. Blasted things would swoop in and spread trash all around, until we started using fire. We couldn't just torch them all at once. We had to use restraint. The Peckers were willing to fight tooth and nail for all that trash.
$60 or more peckers. How did I not kill enough peckers? That's weird. Oh, did I get some of the prizes?
No,
Whoops.
we kept the city clean. We put all our trash in Grady Incinerator.
Oh, I did get third place, but I need second place anyway.
Peckers that flocked
I'm just trying to figure out, do they fly away or what? Oh, there's a time limit. I didn't see that on there.
Keeping the incinerator clean was a paying job, but not a pleasant one.
So I was only 3 away, but I got what I wanted. Got what I wanted, and I think I am 3 shards short of actually being able to afford the last upgrade that I want.
most think those peckers like getting cooked.
Nope, I have enough actually. Let's go with the speed.
Now that's what I call a knife.
So I have 2 weapons completely upgraded. Oh, that upgraded something else apparently, or that opened something else. Let's see what that did for me. Okay, take that one.
They moved in shadows, but the calamity.
Spend 10,000 fragments. Okay, so these are called fragments. I'm actually going to write that down. So the currency is called fragments.
The city, its riches, nothing but fragments now.
My phone keeps beeping at me.
Can't be too careful
Whoops.
these days.
Fell down a hole. Off to the next level. Well, shards are actually something else. Shards are the big purple things I'm collecting. So I can't call it shards. Because they're already in the game as a different item.
Imagine everything you'd need to build a city like
Okay, so now I'm actually back to the levels.
It takes hard work and planning, and it also takes burstone quarry. The Ura tunnels beneath the quarry must have softened the blow from the calamity. We bought the whole place from the Ura.
I hadn't noticed Gator. Whoops, I fell off the side. Oh, I forgot to put the idols on. I do want to go put the idols back on.
Rattletails.
That's one thing about having to do things in the Bastion is if you forget something, you gotta go back there. You can't just do it in a menu. Yeah, no problem, man. Thanks for viewing. If you enjoyed the stream, I'd appreciate a follow. And hopefully you'll come back one day. And yeah, thanks for checking it out. Jojo Ash. I am getting hungry. This might be my last level because I need to eat some lunch/dinner, whatever I decide. I need to see what everyone else, my friends and stuff, are doing tonight. I mean, I'll be around for Paul's stream if Paul's around. Don't think I'm going too far, Paul, but I just might not be there for more than an hour or so.
We bought the whole place from the Ura on the cheap. Same goes for its natives, Rattletails.
That's a new enemy.
Why would the Ura put up with those pests? Rattletails ain't the worst of it either, but more about that in a little bit.
So this guy's an enemy, but he's like a friendly enemy. I don't know what the point is of chopping that thing repeatedly. That doesn't do me any good, but he's not going to hurt me at least.
Windbags smaller than the naked eye can see are nested in those rocks.
Whoa. I didn't actually hurt him? Crazy. Or I didn't kill him, pardon me, it did hurt him.
Not only are these rocks a source of life. We found that the oldest ones remember things.
Gotta remember that stupid bomb that they drop. I keep hurting myself with that bomb, which is not
They're
smart.
recording everything, all the time, taking it all in. Hard times in the quarry these days.
I knew I should have done that. Those guys just, they explode. They're like I said, they're kamikaze enemies, and so they're kind of annoying. They're hard to kill. There, he's actually attacking someone useful for a change.
No wonder all those beasts were drawn to the quarry. The rocks were calling them. Keeping the quarry free from pests turned out to be a problem.
It's because I said those green guys were hard to kill. And so Paul's, you know, going with a goofy answer apparently. And also, welcome, Paul. I was surprised to hear you hadn't actually played this before. Although not that surprised. I mean, I guess I should have known because, like, you had never played Limbo either. Oh, I hate these guys so much.
Even stink eyes started taking root here.
There we go. Well, good. I love the country too.
Windbags tended to the rocks, so we had to keep the rattletails at bay.
Yeah, Arkansas and Indiana are on East Texas shit list at the moment.
The Ura always were a superstitious lot. Might be the gods told them the quarry's bad news.
Holy shit. There we go. Have the one kill the other. I don't really need anything in the arsenal. I'm not sure why they want me to look at it. Oh, I missed whatever was over there. Drats. Guess I'll be able to buy it in the Lost and Found at least. I didn't mean to poison that guy. Oh, he's not happy with me anymore. I must have hit him or pissed him off or something. I think I'm a centimeter off from actually hitting him. Ah. There we go.
In any case, it's fair to say the quarry was a godsend. Those rocks, all polished
Man,
to a
quarry
mirror
is a good name for this. These damn rocks are popping up everywhere. Oh, so you can switch the things back off. Maybe I should go back and see what I missed up there. There we go. So there's gotta be a way to get up there and see what's up there. There we go. Just some health and some fragments. Nothing too special. But you definitely want to do your best to try and explore like the different side areas, like I was saying earlier.
the largest ones.
One feature for these streams I'm hoping to get implemented soon is co-hosts. I mean, we could do it now. I guess I could have Gator on right now. I didn't even think about it. But since this is kind of a, it was kind of an impromptu stream since I was playing it, and then we had just found out that there was no stream embargo.
The smaller ones, we call them shards.
I just decided to stream it. But the co-host definitely does help. Kind of like keep the conversation going. It's kind of hard to just talk by yourself. And when we get a little bit better at scheduling streams, like Eastex is really good at scheduling streams. We'll have co-hosts and stuff more frequently as well. We just need to, you know, carve out some times for different people. I mean, and it's hard to schedule and commit to times because people's, you know, weekend plans differ from you know, weekend to weekend. Eastex, yeah. Yep, I'm a whole new kind of guy. It's been a blast. I mean, we've only been doing it about a month. There's been some highs and lows. Gator got the URL fixed. Paul, you're the only person who we've found that can't get invertedaccess.com to just open up and work. It has something, it's just like with the DNS or something updating. But Gator got all that fixed, which has been great for us to actually have like a regular domain and a regular website and stuff. And I mean, it's just been really cool. Not blaming you. I think it more has to do with your internet service provider. But I don't know. You may want to check it now because the thing is, if you're having issues, that means other people are too. But it shouldn't be. You know, it's been almost 72 hours, so we should be good to go. But I mean, yeah, you know, we've had some trials already, but it's been really good so far, and it's been fun.
Well, now the quarry's all dried up. These rocks are much.
And it sure gives you some encouragement when like developers like Greg, I can never pronounce his last name, Kasavian, or you know, the developer of Bastion and Transistor gives you a review code for your site. You know, it's very encouraging and very, very cool. And it gives us a chance to show off these brand new games and review them and stuff. Yeah, mine wasn't updated for like the first day and a half, Eastex, but then it finally updated.
That honor goes to a beast we took to Colin, Sir Lunky. Massive things stomped many of our boys. We just couldn't get rid of him.
Having the giant boss enemy wasn't enough. They had to throw those little chickens and these pin cushions in too. Killing me, game. stomping enemy is already my least favorite enemy. I always forget I have grenades. I gotta use those more. Although they don't work very well on the stomping enemy because he has a shield on his face.
You never could get stubborn old London.
There we go. Border guards for that. I bet a few of them sneak in.
Then the kid hears a voice calling from down the hall. Are you
Whoops.
alright? It says.
Oh, it's that guy.
"I've
That's the
come to
bad guy.
warn you," he says.
Well, one of the bad guys. Huh. Well, I guess if there's anything back there, I can't go get it now.
The Bastion is under siege. Let it fall.
Yep, right through the
Should
desert,
not
they
go
sneak in
back.
on their bicycles.
Kid hears him, but he ain't about to be deterred.
Mormons have wooden
If
furniture.
that's the way it is, he says, then I won't stop you. Because my countrymen will.
Okay, well, I'm gonna put the other shard in the monument, assuming this takes me back to the Bastion and not through another level. Because I think that's probably gonna trigger some story scenes. Then after the story scene, I'm gonna wrap up.
Say what you will about
The
Zod,
clothes with no
but
buttons.
He's a man of his word.
Ah, I get it. Amish. Oh, it didn't take me where I wanted to go.
His countrymen don't much care for pleasantries, though. Too bad for that.
I had a feeling it wasn't going to.
Zolf showed him the way here, and here they came to take revenge.
East X, I thought you were Amish for a while. That's not true. After about 2 seconds of knowing you, I could figure out you weren't Amish.
They got inside the Bastion and shut the door. Kid's gotta go in through the back. I should have told him sooner about all this. Unfortunately, they broke in and they started digging their hole. Something wrong sprung out those holes.
Well, most places, most things use British narrators, so I'm surprised they didn't decide to go with the British one, but I actually really like the narrator. Some people like it and some don't. I do. Man, they're destroying my Bastion. There goes putting the final shard in.
Our baby Pecker, he don't make it.
Oh, the
Somehow,
Pecker died?
Some way, he sends those who are packing. Problem is, it didn't matter. Zolf's plan worked.
Swear to me. Yeah, well, Batman kind of ruined that, but
We find each other as the dust settles.
got a trophy.
Then I tell him why the Ura came. To get us back. For the calamity. It was Caelondia's master plan to wipe the Ura out. But part of that plan backfired, didn't it? If only Zolf knew the whole story.
Yeah, they destroyed my damn place. I guess they're technically still open, but it looks like a disaster here now.
Suppose it's true a little song can put things in perspective. What were we to think? They must have got her, taken her back to her rightful home. The shards can put this disease in remission.
Oh, cool. The shard is going to fix it, I guess.
We need to finish what we started.
Somewhat. So I don't get to upgrade that last place anymore? I do. Good.
Seems the gods recommended this place to all their friends. Now all we need is one last shard.
One last shard.
The sanctuary. If we can build, we can rebuild.
These missions are cool just because they're a good way to
The
get
mercy. The
free
windbags
fragments.
ain't the only beast that drew a bad lot.
Let's see. I think that's going to be it for this stream for now. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all later. It doesn't look like there's too many people left. But I'll catch you guys later on EastX's stream. And this has been Bastion for the place. I should do a proper outro. This has been Tyler streaming for Inverted Access. The game is Bastion for PlayStation 4. It comes out this Tuesday, April 7th in North America, April 8th in Europe. It's going to be $15 or $13.50 with Plus, and it's really enjoyable. I mean, it's a lot of action. You know, it's an action combat game. It looks great visually. It has a fun narration system, and yeah, I would definitely recommend picking it up. So thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you later.